makes it rain, which is basically making the grapevines grow. So and people just look at it and say, that's some bullshit. Get out of here. But that's exactly what it is. The simplest explanation is giving you the answer right there. It's the same thing with Satan. People looking at it and just not accepting that Satan is the evil aspect that exists within all of us, just like God is the good aspect that exists within all of us. It's duality, it's yin yang, good and evil. The whole part of it is choice. What are you going to choose? What are you going to choose? And that's what life is about. Those choices. Those choices are going to create your next experience. Plain and simple, which is what this is all about. Experiencing, growing in consciousness, growing in energy through experiences. So, understanding the book and what it's speaking towards is exactly that. Having different understandings of ways to live life, the teachings in the Bible and everything is talking about, all the stories, is giving you breakdowns and all that, but also giving you an understanding of how things work as far as how you should operate out here, making the correct choices. So many times you look in the Bible and you see choices that they made that caused their downfall, and they're giving you a lot of examples of that in the book. But at the same time, you're seeing problems with God and things that God does. God does things that's human-like. Being jealous. What does God have to be jealous about? That, he created everything. How are you jealous of something that you created, that you supposedly have the power to change at any moment and do whatever you want with it? If Christianity was about having this faith in God or what have you, it would be no point in prayer. What's the point of prayer? Having prayer for God to change his plan, and you saying that you have faith in God's plan and you believe in God's plan, but you praying to change it. Again, it's just something to really think about, all that. It just all goes back towards you coming into the right understanding of what this stuff is all about. God is you, Jesus is you. It's just that simple. So yeah, it's a lot to get into. Like I said, I got a lot of videos on this stuff, but people asked me to talk about this. So yeah, I wanted to put this video out for people who ask and just really get into their information. A lot of times I'll be getting questions and I want to point people to the video, but I have so many fucking videos and I can't even remember a lot of the times what video I said what in. So I try to put out the information so I can have multiple videos saying this information so people can really get the message. But it's a lot. It's deep. And, again, this is not taking anything away from the Bible. The book is, again, one of the greatest books ever written. You must read and have a Bible because it's just important to understand what's in there and what it's really talking about. And you're not supposed to worship the book and the stories. It amazes me, man. It's just still crazy to me how much, even still today in 2024, people are still clung to this book. After we basically, the Corona basically destroyed the book. You really think about it. They were putting freaking signs on the holy water. Caution, warning, to not mess with the holy water that's supposed to be holy and bless people, heal people. But there's a warning sign on it. The fact that all those preachers who opened church, a lot of these preachers died from Corona. And the Bible says that guys, he will protect you from disease, pestilence. It's crazy. So you got to really look at it. It's just so many times the promise of the Bible hasn't been fulfilled, which all of us experienced the first time you pray and nothing happened. It's when are people going to stop and wake up and realize what this book is about? It's so much out there. I've seen so many people repost preachers talking about the same stuff. And now they're starting to get a little bit smarter. They're starting to try to mix in, Egyptian stuff with the Bible. They're trying to mix in consciousness with the Bible and everything like that because they're seeing the churches deplete and people come over to consciousness or, into Hebrew or Islam or what have you. But they're seeing it a lot because it's just, the Bible is the one who's just, this is it. It's Jesus. It's God. It's nobody else. Whereas at least with Islam and other religions, they are tolerant of other religions. And, you have the whole coexist movement that's been around for years now. But with Christianity, it's like, no, they are wrong. Jesus, nobody else, just the one God. But they can't make it make sense. So it's a lot of people who just being smarter, especially this new younger generation who just seeing the bullshit and calling it for what it is. But it shocks me still today, grown ass men and women still cling to this thing as if it's, some type of security blanket that's proven to have done something when it has not done anything for us. We went through slavery, praying. We went through Jim Crow. We went through so much racism, which we're still going through. We went through so much as a people to where we can show and prove through our history that this religion has done nothing for our people. It's the same thing with hip hop. People clinging on hip hop, and hip hop is the greatest thing ever. What has it done for our people as a whole? It made some niggas rich, plain and simple. And what did those niggas do with that money? Tease you, because you ain't got it. Show off, because they got it and you don't. Make songs about fucking your girl and stealing your girl and all kinds of shit. It's ridiculous how much black people cling on to anything that the white man say is ours, but it's not ours. How can the people who supposedly love you and care about you enslave you? They enslaved you for hundreds of years, beat, hung you, set you on fire, but then gave you a book to save your soul. And the book has rules that supposedly will send you to hell if you do certain things, which those certain things is what they was doing to the slaves. Evil shit. And it just makes sense. Oh, damn, we look in the Bible and it says, oh, wait a minute, treat the slave master the same way you treat Jesus. It makes sense right there. Ephesians 6:5. Slaves obey your earthly masters the same way you would obey Christ. Equating the slave master to Christ. Again, we use that a lot, and Christians get mad when we use that Bible verse. But again, that should be the one verse alone that should make you drop that damn book and keep it moving, or to really understand what we're saying as being conscious and understanding what that's about, and how you can still have your Jesus and praise your Jesus because you're praising yourself, but really understand what that stuff really is. No damn white Jesus coming to save you, man. How the hell, Jesus is white and existed and did all this stuff on the planet, and you following him, and he allowed you to be enslaved. And not just that, gave you fucking instructions on how you should be a slave and a good slave, and how your slave master will beat you if you don't listen. I mean, think about that. I mean, the nigga co-signing your ass whipping. Like, well, why would you praise this person that's co-signing your ass whipping? Co-signing you're a slave man and you being murdered and tortured or what have you. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But people don't really get into that deep of it because they don't want to stick around for the conversation because they know how stupid they sound. So you guys got to understand, like, it's so many civilizations that get into, just frequency and sound and vibration. They talked about this shit thousands of years ago. And now scientists want to come out and really start referring to it because now it's just what they're going to be using. It's what we're going to really get into more, towards the future. And it's a different way and technique, not even a different, it's the same shit they've been using, but it's different ways that we can heal ourselves coming up using these frequencies and sound. They're already doing it, but we get into this stuff. We're going to get into it a lot more. It's a lot to all this. But yeah. For the people who asked the question, again, like I said, I know I've been going for a minute. It's a lot going on. A lot of people going to want to know about books or what have you. Like I said, I had to rewrite God to God. God to God is completely different. This is the prototype book that I have. The cover stayed the same. I had to completely rework and change a lot of stuff in the book. But it's basically, I want to make sure everything came out right. I'm able to use exactly what's in the original book, but as far as the different context of what's noted, I can't really speak on it. NDA, I signed NDA, and without breaking none of that, it's still good. It's still gonna be a good book. Once I have it, once everything is done and complete, everybody who ordered the book will get the book. Like I said, most people already got a refund or asked for a refund or what have you. But a lot of people did not. A lot of people are patiently waiting. I thank you guys for waiting. You will get it. Flash drives are going to be going out. Flash drives are also available now. You guys can get those flash drives. The only thing that held those flash drives back for a long time was the fact that when the IRS took my account, I lost everything. Like I said, I had $500 I was scrambling. I couldn't even afford to ship these flash drives out or get new ones. Like, it just was a horrible situation that I had to dig myself out of, which I did now. So I'm going to be backtracking. And it's just me. I don't have a team. I can't afford to pay a team right now. I don't have the money that I used to until this whole thing is over. And I got to wait on them for that, which should be soon. Hopefully, this month. But until they release my accounts. I'm working, I'm grinding. Like I said, I've been doing Uber. I've been doing what I had to do to take care of my family and take care of my daughter. And it's been tough. It's been a tough, 6, 7, 8 months, however long it's been. I've been gone. And I've been fighting, like literally fighting and grinding it out, man. And it's been crazy. It's been tough. I didn't want to come on here and put a bunch of personal information out there. I probably already said too much, but it's a lot of the shit is wrapped up in court shit. It's a lot of legal stuff. And it's lawsuits I got going on. It's a bunch of shit I got going on, and it's just been crazy. But you guys have helped out a lot. It's been a lot of people, just messages and people checking up on me. People donating, the little that they did donate. It's a few people that donate here and there. Some people on a continuous basis. But it helps, it helps, especially at this point. I'm not above going to, get a job or work or what have you. But, luckily, I know what I know, and I'm able to still jump in a few things and know how to make money here and there. So that helped out. And it's been a process. Like, it's just been crazy. But this is how it happens. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't break universal law. I didn't take any oaths. I didn't take any fucking pledges or what have you. So I'm not subjected to what happens to other people, getting axed. It's just how they fuck with you until you overcome it, and it is what it is. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. So much more coming to Merkabah Academy. So, like, I've been able to climb out of this fucking hole and be able to jump back into what I need to jump back into to keep my shit going. Have our servers. That's another thing I forgot to say. The servers, we got the servers. So, server drive, I was able to. I had, I think Ace Cloud, who put up the last bit of money that we needed to get the servers. There was a lot of people who came up, some private people who donated the money, but we got them now. So it's not going to be no big lag. What I talked about in the guide of 2025 about, cyber attack or what have you, which is going to hinder a lot of people's communication issues. But we'll have a way, we'll have a way to get that information out. As long as there's electricity, which there will be, as far as with generators or what have you, whatever you guys have. But again, it's a lot going on. It's just so much and a lot to prepare for, a lot of information to put out. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing it, keep doing what I've been doing. And I want to thank everybody who's been supporting, purchased the videos and everything like that to help support me and my family and everything that I've been doing. It's a lot, and it means a lot to have people still believe in you after something like this happened. They're trying to destroy me. They're trying to discredit me. They made it hard for me to even fulfill my obligation as far as putting stuff out. Like, this is what happens. I try to tell you guys. Like, anybody who's not going through what I'm going through and facing these problems, you got people out here got whole platforms and TV shows and all. Like, come on now. Like, if they doing the right thing, they won't be able to do it. You people believing Terrence Howard, stop it. Do not fucking send me no more messages about Terrence Howard. That's fucking easy. That's an easy one. He's a celebrity. Do you think they will allow him to put out right information? Oh, this guy is the person who made up the whole metaverse? Get the fuck out of here. They're giving you this shit to give more validity into what he's saying. He's a huge distraction. Terrence Howard is a Mason that's embarking upon the 33rd degree, the great work. You're not in Hollywood and an actor and exposed to that kind of lifestyle and everything that's going on. But then all of a sudden you popping up with all this knowledge. And they putting you on platforms and forums and making it look like, oh, the Illuminati they're not letting him do movies and nothing no more. When he came out and said he wasn't doing it anymore anyway. But they're not letting him do this and that. This is an illusion. It's what they've been doing. It's the MO. You've seen it before. Come on, man. Come on. They're not going to let you do all this shit. What is Alex Jones? Y'all don't believe this shit? Y'all think these people really putting out this truth and everything like that and still allowed to have these major platforms and make millions of dollars? No, it don't work like that. You get what I'm getting. You get fucked with by the IRS. You get fucking FBI coming to your crib and all kinds of shit. This is what happens to you. So, yeah, you guys be the judge for yourselves. And again, I appreciate everybody that didn't leave me, that's been supporting, that's been, sending words of encouragement and been patiently waiting. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm back and I got a lot to put out and it's a lot more to come. But yeah, thanks for watching.